What the fuck though? Where'd the blunt go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one blow.
Wow, get the fuck though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. You a roughneck, I'm a cutthroat. You a tough guy. That's enough jokes. Then the sun died. The night is young though. The diamond still shine.
What it do? What it do? Welcome back to Earbuds. It's your boy Buddha Brad, the lyrical analyst inspired by cannabis, and you're tuned in to Season 2, Episode 4. For this week's episode, I'm going to be discussing an album that almost didn't happen. This album was postponed, almost cancelled, but goddamn, I'm happy that it came out. The Carter 5 was originally supposed to be released in 2014, but it had so many delays that it didn't get released until 2018. So the Carter 5 debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with the second largest streaming week for an album of all time. And this made Lil Wayne become the first artist to debut 2 songs in the top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100. I don't know how much you guys know about this album, but I would say that this album caused a feud between one of the most iconic father and son-like figures in hip-hop. Lil Wayne and his mentor Birdman almost parted ways because of this. There were $1 million lawsuits, there were assassination attempts, and there was tons of insults. On tours, Lil Wayne was insulting Birdman, he was insulting Cash Money Records, and on his mixtape Sorry for the Wait 2, he released a couple of diss tracks. Here's a snippet of one of the songs. Lil Wayne's taking shots at his former mentor on the song that uses the Coco beat.
Look what you made me do. I'm sorry for the wait, I'm sorry for the wait. The Carter gon' be late, so I cooked up a tape. The garden's full of snakes, so I had to escape. Let homie gon' be straight, let homie gon' be straight. And it's that sorry for the wait too. Yeah, and I'm sorry for the wait too. I told myself to save yourself, cause I can't save you. I sent my goons to kill somebody, I need head proof. Fuck it, this the sorry for the wait too. I ain't trippin', I got Barbie, I got Drake too. I sent my goons to kill somebody, I need head proof. Then they come through and sit it on my coffee table. Who kept this shit together? Nigga, me, that's who. Who was there when niggas left us? Nigga, me, that's who. Cash money is an army, I'm a one-man army. And if them niggas coming for me, I'm going out like Tony. Pop, pop, pop. Now I don't want no problems, I just want my money. Ain't gotta hold no conversation on my luggage. Tell whoever's counting that I'm on 100. Birdman Jr., more like ugly duckling. Taking over, now I'm taking over. Yeah. Think it over, bitch, I'm thinking folks. I'm sipping lean out of glass, nigga. All I got is young money, no more cash, nigga. Ay. And it's that sorry for the wait too. No more in my practice, keep it.
So in summary, Lil Wayne had beef with Cash Money Records for the same reason a bunch of other artists have. They were fucking around with their money. So let's get into the song I want to talk about. Specifically off this album, the song I want to dissect is Uproar. So the Uproar was the first single off of Lil Wayne's The Carter 5. Now, side note, The Carter 5 is supposed to be Lil Wayne's last album, but as I mentioned in a previous show, another famous rapper with the last name Carter also said that he was going to drop a final album, and he just kept on coming out with hits. So Lil Wayne might fuck around, be featured on a couple of things, but he really wanted to end his legacy the same way he started, with a Carter album. So anyways, Uproar was released in 2018 and it was produced by Swizz Beatz. Swizz Beatz made this beat by sampling G-Dep and P. Diddy's Special Delivery.
Yo, 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 yo. Check this out, check this out. I go by the name, P, motherfucking Diddy. Yeah, he goes by the name of G.
And G-Dep and P. Diddy sampled the Moog Machines' You Keep Me Hanging On. This was released in 1969. Fast forward, and Swizz Beatz does this to the sample.
Y'all know his name? Hey, yo, Mac, ladies and gentlemen, C5. Oh! Wayne time. Oh! Yeah. Woo! Zone. Let me see your shoulders work. I mean, I don't know what y'all came in.
Alright guys, let's get into the lyrics. Man, I ain't a verbal assassin, but I'm a herbal assassin. And if I'm gonna do Tunchi right, you know we gotta spark up. So for you guys that haven't heard Uproar, pause this shit, go down to the description, and check out the track. While with the rest of us, join me for this motherfucking chronic break. So the first line I want to talk about is actually part of the chorus. What the fuck though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Bow. Get the fuck though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo.
What the fuck though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the fuck though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. You're a roughneck.
In order to break this lyric down, let me take you through a little bit of a nature walk. Two male buffaloes, when they're fighting, they go head to head. Literally, they butt heads. But Lil Wayne isn't talking about this necessarily. So what is he saying? Well, this line can be interpreted in two ways. Firstly, when Lil Wayne has beef, he isn't going to butt heads with you physically, but he is going to take shots at your head with a gun. The second way to interpret it is that if there's another rapper who thinks he's an alpha male, Lil Wayne is going to aim at his head, aka try to kill his career. For the second line, Lil Wayne describes how much he loves his gun and how close he is to it. Put the gun inside. What the fuck for? I sleep with the gun and she don't snore.
Money over bitches and above hoes. That is still my favorite love quote. Put the gun aside. What the fuck for? I sleep with the gun and she don't snore. What the fuck, yo?
So here Lil Wayne's saying he's so close to his gun. It's physically with him always. He's not going to put it away. He's not going to put it inside. And this is true because Lil Wayne has been charged with the possession of a firearm a few times in the past. Then he goes on to say that he sleeps with the gun, but it doesn't snore. So when he says that he sleeps with it and it doesn't snore, it's because he has a silencer on it. But on top of that, the gun never snores because it's never overly tired. Like, you know, when you get really, really tired and you pass out and you fucking snore? Well, the gun doesn't get that tired. It's always ready and it's always on. The next few lines I want to talk about are actually part of the same verse. Trade the ski mask for a muzzle. It's a bloodbath where the suds go. It's a Swizz beat. There the drums go. If she's iffy, there the drugs go.
And she don't snore. What the fuck, yo? Where the love go? Trade the ski mask for the muzzle. It's a bloodbath. Where the suds go? It's a Swizz beat. There the drums go. If she's iffy, there the drugs go. If she's simply double cup toast, I got a duffel.
So let's talk about the bloodbath part. Suds is short for soap suds, aka foam and lather. If there's no suds in a bloodbath, well then it's just blood. And if the girl is iffy, when he says, if she's iffy, there the drugs go. Well, if someone's iffy or sketchy, then that means they're unreliable. And Lil Wayne is saying, if the girl's iffy, well, that's where the drugs went. Either because she smoked it, snorted it, is a rat, or a spy. Next, I pretty much want to dissect the whole fucking second verse. I come out the scuffle without a scuff. Whoa. Puff, puff, bro. I don't huff, though. Yellow diamonds up close, catch a sunstroke. At your front door, with the gun stowed. Knock, knock, who's there? Is how it won't go. This is the jungle, so we have the utmost for the nutsos, and we nutso. What the fuck, bro? It's where I'm from, bro. We grow up fast, we roll up slow. We throw up gang signs, she throws up dope. Dreadlock hang down like you done know. Put the green in the bag like a lawnmower.
Get the fuck though. I don't bluff, bro. I come out the scuffle without a scuffle. Puff, puff, bro. I don't huff though. Yellow diamonds up close, catch a sunstroke. At your front door with a gun store. Knock, knock, who's there's how it won't go. Just the jungle, so have the utmost for the nutsos. And we nutso. What the fuck, bro? That's where I'm from, bro. We grow up fast, we roll up slow. We throw up gang signs, she throw up dope. Dreadlock hang time like you don't know. Put the green in the bag like a lawnmower. Hair trigger, pull back like a cornrow.
So the first part, puff puff bro, I don't huff though. Fucking shocker alert, Lil Wayne smokes a lot of weed. And if you hear the lighter at the beginning of a Lil Wayne song or a mixtape, man, you're in for a fucking lyrical treat. So he puffs a lot, he smokes a lot of weed. But he doesn't huff and puff. Because to huff and puff means to breathe heavily with exhaustion. And Lil Wayne is saying that he's never tired. Just like his gun, he's always on. Now the knock knock part. The knock knock part makes reference to that famous knock knock joke. Here, Lil Wayne is saying that if I show up to your house with my guns, bro, it's not a joke. And there's definitely no fucking knocking. Dudes barging in your house for the home invasion. Now the jungle and the nutso part. In the jungle, the hood, or the ghetto, you respect the crazy individuals who are willing to do what needs to be done to get the job done. So people that kill, rob, etc. So here Lil Wayne is saying we have the utmost respect for the crazies. Well, we're fucking lunatics, so we get the utmost respect in the hood. So the next line is probably my favorite in the whole verse. We grow up fast, we roll up slow, we throw up gang signs, she throw up dope. So when you grow up in a rough environment, third world country, a ghetto, you don't have much of a childhood. You're forced to grow up really quickly because you either got to go to work or you get exposed to some shit that a child really shouldn't be exposed to. And when someone rolls up slow on you, it means that they're trying to come up on you or creep up on you without being detected. And the only reason why they're going to do that is because they're going to fucking kill you. The we throw up gang signs and she throws up dope part, well, Lil Wayne saying is, here we throw up our gang signs because we want to represent our sets. Well, she's throwing up dope. And she's not throwing up dope because she did too much of it or she's overdosing. She's throwing up goddamn dope because she's a motherfucking drug mule. This isn't the first time Lil Wayne makes reference to using a woman as a drug mule. He also does it on the song Fireman off of The Carter 2.
You catch my girl legs open, better smash that. Don't be surprised if she asks where the cash at. I see she wearing them jeans that show her butt crack. My girls can't wear that. Why? That's where my stash at. I put my mat down. That's where you lack at. She need a candle lit and I'm a wax.
And finally, Lil Wayne throws in a little bit of patois for us. The dreadlock line is used in tangent of him speaking patois. Dun no is a popular way of saying don't know in patois, and the Rasta references continue with the put the green in the lawnmower, while obviously green here is used to reference to weed.
Buffalo. Get the fuck though. I don't bluff, bro. I come out the scuffle without a scuffle. Puff, puff, bro. I don't huff though. Yellow diamonds up close, catch a sunstroke. At your front door with a gun store. Knock, knock, who's there's how it won't go. Just the jungle, so have the utmost for the nutsos. And we nutso. What the fuck, bro? That's where I'm from, bro. We grow up fast, we roll up slow. We throw up gang signs, she throw up dope. Dreadlock, hang time like you don't know. Put the green in the bag like a lawnmower. Hair trigger, pull back like a cornrow.
Alright guys, let's get into some motherfucking fun facts. So I've already talked about the Birdman beef, and I've already talked about how this album was delayed. But the fun fact I want to talk about actually has to do with Kodak Black. If you don't know Kodak Black by name, you probably know him from this song.
Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. It's that Z shit, it's that Z shit. Pull up in a demon on guard. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. It's that Z shit, it's that Z shit.
So a brief history on the Lil Wayne and Kodak beef. Kodak Black wanted to fight Lil Wayne in the ring. He said that he wished Lil Wayne died at birth. He insulted his daughter and told Lil Wayne's baby mama that he wants to smash her. So the ski mask line makes reference to Kodak Black wearing a ski mask on the Breakfast Club radio show. So here Lil Wayne says, trade the ski mask in for a muzzle. He's telling Kodak Black, yo my dude, put a muzzle on that mouth because you need to keep it fucking shut. The second way to interpret this line, well, it could make reference to Hannibal Lecter. You know that famous scene where Hannibal shows up to court and he's got that fucking muzzle on his mouth because he's a cannibal? Well, Lil Wayne can be saying that he's crazy. He's so crazy that instead of needing a ski mask to rob people, he needs to wear a muzzle to prevent him from lyrically and physically eating other rappers. And with that, we come to the end of this week's show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got to learn some new things, and I hope you guys picked up on punchlines that you maybe didn't before the episode. For next week's show, I want to keep the punchlines rolling. I want to discuss possibly one of the best lyricists out there. Like, one of the fucking best. I'm choosing something off of his newer shit, and my boy, one of my biggest supporters, Mikey X, he actually gave me some feedback on it, and he wasn't sure about my song selection. So, bro, next week, I'll look forward to being able to show you some cool shit with this song. And the song I'm going to be talking about is Eminem's Those Kinda Nights. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening, thank you so much for supporting, and thank you so much for your feedback and your constant requests. Thank you for listening to me on Spotify, thank you for subscribing to me on YouTube, and thanks for following me on Twitter. I also want to take a moment to give a special shout out to my boys Cam FLX and Z West Beats. These guys have been following me on Twitter and sharing my shit, and I really appreciate it. FLX is an up and coming producer, and he's already got some sick shit out there. I'll post up a link in the description and play a little bit of their shit on my outro. Anyways, guys, that's enough for this week. I'm your boy, Buddha Brad, the lyrical analyst inspired by cannabis, and you guys were tuned into Earbuds. Peace.
Watch this.
Damn girl, with your sexy ass. Let me holler at you.
It's one of those kind of nights.
Yes. This beat's taking me back to my D12 days, when we hit the club to go and hell raise. Probably end up bagging a cocktail waitress and taking her straight back to the Motel 8. Yeah, Bazaar's trying to get a lap dance off of Xanax and Jack. Damn, stripper walked by, I'm like, God damn. She's like, that's harassment. I'm like, yeah, and Holy Toledo, it's Miss Ohio. That's the best.